Today's topic is about pointers and arrays. How you are using pointers to access the array elements, and then we will see some of the important questions based on arrays and pointers. As we know, pointers are used to store the address of a variable. Now, when you're declaring an array int a of 10, what happens is 10 storage spaces. Since it is an integer, you can say 2 bytes for a single integer variable. So 2 into 10, 20 bytes, contiguous 20 bytes would be allocated for the variable a. Okay, and the first address of that particular memory location is called as the base address. Now when you are assigning ptr equal to a, the base address of a will be assigned to ptr, or you can say the address of the first element is assigned to ptr. How you will access the first element? A of 0. Address of first element ampersand a of 0. ptr equal to ampersand a of 0. So there are two ways in which you can assign the address. First one is ampersand a of 0 or ptr equal to a. Both will be giving you the same address. ptr should also be a pointer of the same array type. Here integer. Now iptr equal to address of num3 means what? It will be pointing to the fourth element. Fourth element because the array index starts with 0. Now consider an array int a of 4. Int a of 4 means 4 memory locations will be allocated. ARR of 0, 1, 2 and 3. If you are simply assigning, writing ARR means it is pointing to the first memory location of the first element. So from the figure you can understand ARR of 0 is the first memory location and other 3 locations are in continuous memory location. Address of A of 0 is equal to A. How you will access the second element? ARR of 1. Simply increment the pointer ARR plus plus. Now it will be pointing to the second memory location. When you are incrementing it, it increments by a factor, scale factor of 2 because it is of integer data type. So if the first address was 5000, ARR of 1 would be 5002. ARR of 2 would be 5004, like that. ARR and address of ARR of 0 points to the same address. Similarly, value of ARR of 0 is equivalent to star ARR. Now that is the first element. Now coming to the second element, address ARR plus 1 and ampersand ARR of 1 are both the same. Value ARR of 1 and star ARR plus 1 are the same. Similarly, you can say for the third element and the fourth element. So if you are writing in general form, what you can say? Address of ARR of I is equivalent to ARR plus I. So when you are using a for loop and all, you will be using this format. And ARR of I is equivalent to star ARR plus I. See the example, int a of 4. 4 memory locations are allocated and the elements value you have assigned is 1, 2, 3 and 4. We have a pointer aptr. Now aptr equal to address of a of 0, or you can assign it as aptr equal to a. Both are the same. A of 0 is having the value 1. Star aptr will also have the value 1. Address of a of 1 is the same as aptr plus 1. And address of a of 2 is equal to the address of the value aptr plus 2. And the value at a of 1 is 2. And star aptr plus 1 would also give you the value 2. Now suppose APTR is starting with the address 5000. When you're incrementing APTR plus 1, what you will get? 5002. Because integer is allocating for a single array 2 bytes of memory location. Now this is also the same. You have considered for the element, the third element, and you have the general form star a of I is the same as a of I, and a of I is the same as ampersand a of I. The second one is address, the first one is the value star a plus I. Now we have seen using array values A. Now how you will use along with pointers? APTR is the pointer. APTR plus 1 and A plus 1 is the same. Array name is A, and if you are writing A plus 1, you will get the same value, that is you will get the address of the second element. When you are having pointer APTR plus 1 will give you the second element, APTR plus 2 will be giving you the third element, and so on. Now we have seen using array values A. Now how you will use along with pointers? APTR is the pointer. APTR plus 1 and A plus 1 is the same. Array name is A, and if you are writing A plus 1, you will get the same value, that is you will get the address of the second element. When you are having pointer APTR plus 1 will give you the second element, APTR plus 2 will be giving you the third element, and so on. So we'll see the first example. Here you have this array A of 10 with 4 elements and a pointer APTR. You have assigned the address APTR equal to A. Printf star APTR. Now APTR is pointing to the first element. So star APTR will be giving you the value at the first address, that is 11. Now star APTR plus 1 will be pointing to the second element. So the output would be 22. If you try to print APTR, it will simply print the address of the first location. Program to read and print array elements using pointers. So initially you are declaring an array A of 10, you are having a pointer APTR. Same way how you are reading array elements, initially you have to read the size of the array or the number of elements that you wish to enter, that is enter limit. Now you are assigning the address of A to APTR. You are making the pointer to point to the array element. So APTR equal to A. Next, enter elements using a for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than and I plus plus, scanf percentage %t. Instead of ampersand A of 0, what you are writing? APTR plus I. So ampersand A of I is equivalent to APTR plus I. So when the loop is over till n, you have to print the elements. Same way for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Here you want to print the value at that particular address. So star APTR plus I. So in the box over there in the left, you can see you have made as a note. Star PTR plus I is same as A of I. And PTR plus I without the star is same as address of A of I. Next program is to find the sum of array elements using pointers. The same way how you will find the sum of array elements without pointers. Only the difference is in reading part. Okay. So again you're having int A of 0 and a pointer APTR, and initially you are assigning the value of sum equal to 0. Read the number of elements to n. Assign the address of A to APTR equal to A. Using a for loop, you are reading the array elements. You are assigning it to APTR plus I. Now for calculating the sum, using the loop, starting with the starting address, sum equal to sum plus star APTR plus I. Star APTR plus I will give you the value. So for each element, get the value, add it to the variable sum. At the end of the loop, you will be having the sum of the elements in the variable sum. Print the value of sum. Program to find the average of n array elements using pointers. The same previous program, initially find the sum of the array elements, and then you are finding after the loop average equal to sum by n. So initially assign the address, read the elements using APTR plus I. Using star APTR plus I, access each element and add it to the variable sum. After finding the sum, average equal to sum by n, print the average. Next program is to copy one array elements to another array using pointers. So declaring two arrays, A of 10 and copy of 10. You're having one pointer star APTR. You're making APTR point to the array A. Now you're reading the elements to A using pointer. Using loop, APTR plus I. Once the reading process is over, come to the processing part. In the processing part, what do we have? Each element, that is from the beginning, you have to assign that particular value to another array. So copy of I equal to star APTR plus I. So in the first case, I equal to 0. So copy of 0 equal to star APTR plus 0. I is incremented. Copy of 1 equal to star APTR plus 1. So similarly, all the elements will be copied, and after copying, printing is you're printing the second array or the copy array. Next program is to find the biggest element of n elements in an array using pointers. We have done this using without pointers, finding the biggest element. So first you are reading all the array elements, then the first element is assigned to big. Then you are comparing each and every element. So we'll see how it is being done. So you're having A of 10, you're having star APTR pointed to point to the array, and you're having another variable big. Enter the limit. So you're reading the number of elements in an array, assigning the first address A to the pointer APTR equal to A. Now enter the elements using APTR. For I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, scanf percentage %d, APTR plus I. After the reading process is over, you are assigning the first element to big. How do you access the first element? Star APTR. So big equal to star APTR. Now starting with the second element. So I equal to 1. I less than n, I plus plus. If big is already the one that is assigned, big is less than star APTR plus I. Okay, if it is big, the assigned value big is less, what you have to do? Assign the new element or the current element to big. Big equal to star APTR plus 1. Sorry, I. Now you are incrementing I, it becomes 2. So the loop is repeated till you reach n. Once the loop is over, you have passed through all the array elements. So at the end of the loop, you will be having the biggest element in big. So print big. Similarly, all the array programs that you have learned, you can do it using this programs. Sorry, using pointers.